We know that the cost of purchasing a home has risen sharply in recent years, especially in large cities like Vancouver and Toronto. But what do we know about the cost of rental housing? BC Nonprofit Housing Association provides training for nonprofit housing providers in BC and helps to advocate for social and affordable housing options. In partnership with Van City and with the advisory support of local governments and other housing organizations, BCNPHA developed the Rental Housing Index, or RHI for short. The RHI, first created in 2014, is an interactive web map that helps people examine rental housing affordability and overcrowding in nearly 100 jurisdictions across British Columbia. The map draws upon census and national household survey data and includes information on how much renters earn, how much of their incomes are spent on housing costs, whether homes are overcrowded, and whether a community has enough rental housing to meet its residents' needs. With the addition of new data in 2015, we can better understand the needs of demographic groups like youth, seniors, single mothers, Indigenous peoples, and new Canadians in British Columbia. By mapping rental housing and population data, project partners are able to raise public awareness of housing affordability and overcrowding issues, as well as give planners and policymakers geo-specific information to plan and develop new housing programs. Before we launched the RHI, most of the data available on rental housing affordability was limited to purpose-built stock, the apartments and complexes that were built specifically for rental. Other forms of rental housing, like secondary and laneway suites, infill, and condo rentals, haven't always been included. After launching the RHI in BC, we began to receive requests from organizations across the country who wanted to recreate the tool for their communities. With support from partners in BC and around the country, we launched a national version in 2015, which is available in both English and French. We can now explore rental housing affordability and suitability for nearly 800 jurisdictions in Canada. We quickly learned that there was significant interest in rental housing data. Both the BC and the Canadian Rental Housing Index launches received a massive amount of media coverage, with several hundred news stories from coast to coast, and at a time when very few were talking about the rental crunch. Clearly, rental housing affordability is an issue that resonates with British Columbians and Canadians more broadly. Data from the RHI has helped spark critical conversations between residents, planners, and governments.